How we doing, everybody? It's 8 p.m. on Tuesday evening. Just checking out the map here. It seems that there's been a little bit of miscommunication there in the map itself. Let me turn this down. And the fireworks are on hold for this show until they get that up there. So anyway, if you've got some fireworks logged in there, I logged into all the ones I had, the mob mission and everything else that was going on today. Of course, 10 o'clock, we got the Austin crypto update, and 11 o'clock with the geezers. I checked into those, so I set those off already. But I don't know if they'll refresh it and have some fireworks going up tonight, but that's where we're at. George in the house already. Good evening. Evening energy entrepreneurs. Let's get that edutainment going and the alpha flowing. I like it. I like it. Decrypting chaos. Happy Tuesday. Yes, Taco Tuesday. How we doing, everybody? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So without until I get an update on the map, there it is, looking like a champ there. And I just wanted to see if I could show off something I grabbed the other day just because I thought it was cool. Right on the edge. Look at that. Sergeant Power. Looking for power? There it is, right there on the map, right next to Pittsburgh. But it is part of West Virginia. But that's an awesome find there. I had to have it. I just had to have the power. Just having fun with all that stuff, checking out the monsters and having a good time. Here's yes, Decrypted Chaos, that's a power spot. That is a spot right there. I think that'll end up being all right. Here's the crypto bubbles for today. Things turning around a little bit. If we're looking at the market cap with the prices, Bitcoin and ETH down just a touch on each. We got some news on that kind of stuff as well, so we'll check that out. The first story up, of course, our main man, our second in command, I guess you might say, FTX Ryan Salome sentenced to 7.5 years in prison. The highlights on this one: he was a key person for this, and he was a high-ranking officer at Alameda Research for 3 years before taking. Let me see if I can switch this over. Before taking over at FTX Digital Markets, an FTX primary entity for the international operations. He pleaded guilty last September. He was a political operative while FTX SBF had publicly aligned himself with the political left. Alameda secretly transferred tens of millions of dollars to Salome, miscategorized it as loans, and the transfer scheme was successful in obfuscating the source of these funds, which Salome used to make 300 donations in hopes of garnering right-wing support for the pro-FTX legislative policies. So we're talking about, they're working both sides of the aisle there. So, you like to see that kind of thing, the both sides of the aisles working together. Ella, yes, Sue, I'm glad to be here. For anybody that wants to show up, the boys are on assignment, and hopefully they'll have some information for us and updates. Powering up the Web3 Wise Guys. Yep, here we go. So back to this, and basically this was on Bankless. For the many crypto market participants who were blindsided by the sudden implosion of SAX, the unwitting victims of this fraud who unfortunately had assets trapped on the platform, Salome's sentencing provides yet another moment of closure, reminder that no one is above the law. And here it is from former FTX executive Ryan Salome, sentenced to 90 months in prison. Probably not long enough, if you ask me. After that, we'll go with can Bitcoin compete? So the softness in Bitcoin, people are saying, is because the ETH ETF has been approved, and some are wondering, and this again is on Bankless and out today, that the Bitcoin is not tech savvy enough to keep up with Ethereum and all the stuff that's built on it. So many crypto assets surged last week after it became clear that the ETF would have its own spot. Ethereum ETH would have its own spot um, ETF approval, and the regulatory clarity is as a non-security. And this development sucked the wind out of Bitcoin ecosystems sales. What's going on? So let's go down here. Nick Carter says the Saylor doctrine is over. So Michael Saylor, who was, saying a Bitcoin maxi, saying that the only thing that'll ever be worth anything is Bitcoin. All the others are security. He has to dial that back. Um, he isn't, especially because of regulatory capture. Laser eyes cheering for the SEC loss today. Bitcoin's success isn't preordained, and it still has to compete in the free market on tech. So yeah, people were just leaving it alone as the gold standard for crypto. But as far as building on it and all the applications and the dApps and everything else that's been going on with ETH, makes it much more popular and useful. And that's why they're thinking that Bitcoin has lost its shine. I don't think it has. Just like silver is used a whole lot more than gold is, it still has its value. Gold still has its value versus silver. And the same thing's going to happen here with Bitcoin. It will still be the gold standard. It will still be a secure place for storing value. Um, recognizing just a little bit more, recognizing that BTC is not uniquely positioned to be the only asset with regulatory clarity and access to the TradFi markets, the traditional finance markets. Participants are seemingly rotating out of Bitcoin linked tokens, evidenced by the immense weakness experienced by many of these tokens in comparison to the Ethereum native counterparts. So the people are thinking they're just going to wind out of Bitcoin and it's going to be softer than what happens. We know that the Bitcoin halving happened, and FTX, is it FTX? Let me see if that one, I have another story. Here it is. I'm going to bring this up because this kind of transitions where it's going with maybe a little bit of the softness. Here, Bitcoin price prediction as Mt. Gox wallet transfers 2.93 billion in Bitcoin will be Bitcoin stay above 68. So because these people who lost their money in Mt. Gox, will their Bitcoin, and they're getting it returned, a portion of it, or fraction of it, whatever it turns out to be. They're wondering if those they will sell it into the market, which is causing the softness here. So let's just take a look inside this one. Spot on chain. In the past 2 hours, Mt. Gox transferred 42,000 plus Bitcoin to a new wallet, and before of the above transfers, Mt. Gox address held 137,000 Bitcoin, or 9.42 billion, noting that it plans to distribute 142,000 Bitcoin and 143 BCH holdings to creditors by October 31st. So this coming back into the hands of the people that had their coins inside Mt. Gox, and people are wondering if, because this is going to come back into play, that people might be selling out now compared to where it was. Now it's up in the high 60s compared to where it was back in 19, I think it was, when they lost it. That's a big issue whether they'll be selling it off. But we know that the big banks are like BlackRock, ARK investors, and all those other people are gobbling this stuff up as fast as they can get it anyway. So will it affect the market? Maybe a little bit, but I don't think it will have much significance on there at all. Next story up I've got is, let's see. That's one I got. One more. Oh yeah, this one, next one. For AI, Apple signed a deal with Open AI for the iOS, but it still wants to use Google as a backup option. So OpenAI is winning, being installed into the Apple phones. and all their operating systems. Apple has signed a deal with OpenAI to provide chatbot functionality in the iOS 18, according to a trusted journalist. And the iPhone maker still working on a deal with Apple to have Google Gemini as an option. So you're going to have choices in your AIs in your Apple phones. Um, so there you have it. Previously heard Apple was talking to Google about OpenAI providing AI functionality in there. Now it sounds like they've signed a deal with Chat GPT, which would be interesting. You got to love competition out there, especially in the AIs. But previous leaks suggest that Apple's working with Ajax AI model for themselves, and working on their own thing, but that was scrapped, I believe, for an on-device text analysis, smart replies, and summaries. So it stands to reason that ChatGPT and other open AI tech will be used for analyzing longer bodies of text, image generation, and similarly demanding tasks. Either way, OpenAI deals should give Apple some breathing room, as it undoubtedly works on its own chatbot, much like it's previously offered Google Maps before launching Apple Maps. So, they got to use somebody else until they develop their own proprietary stuff. Um, and speaking of AI, we have Elon Musk raising XAI raises $6 billion to fund its race against ChatGPT and all the rest. So there you go. We're streaming live on X right now, and he's building his own AI, which is he's going to turn X into the everything app. But Musk claims X AI is valued at $18 billion already, and he seeks to build his own AI supercomputer by late next year. So with $6 billion, I'm sure he can get a good start on that. He founded this last summer and today announced raising $6 billion in funding. Says it will help bring the startup's first products to market, building advanced infrastructure, and accelerate the research and development of future technologies. The funding came from several sources, according to XAI, uh, Andreessen Horowitz, Sequoia Capital, Saudi Arabian Prince, Alawid, and last year filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission showed that XAI was looking to raise up to $1 billion in equity investments. And a few months ago, the Financial Times reported it was seeking up to $6 billion, and he denied it at the time, but looks like he got every bit of that. But these are very familiar names in the tech space. And Andreessen, Sequoia Capital, they're huge, looking for tech startups, and who wouldn't bet on Elon Musk. The hardware capable of powering AI development is pretty pricey, with NVIDIA's upcoming Blackwell B200 AI graphics cards costing anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 a piece. Last week, a report from the information said that XAI would need 100,000 of these H100 chips for a supercomputer to power the upgraded versions of Grok AI chatbot. Musk told investors that they plan to launch the new data center by the fall of 2025. So there you have it. Microsoft also struck a multi-billion-dollar partnership with OpenAI, with Sam Altman reportedly pursuing trillions more dollars to revamp the global chip industry. Musk, a founder and member of OpenAI, is suing that company while claiming it's abandoned its mission to benefit humanity. So, yeah, Musk's whole thing is that he's looking for um, a safe AI, and that will not be able to go rogue. He wants to be able to put the clamps on what it'll be able to do. So it is pretty interesting what he wants to do with AI. Lastly, in my stories, I've got the top 10 countries. Here we go. The top 10 countries with the highest rates of crypto adoption or ownership. So here we go. Anybody want to guess what the number one is? I don't know if they give it out first. I read these real quick. Yeah, they give it out first. Not like the David Letterman countdowns anymore, Anyway, UAE with 6.4% of its population owning cryptocurrencies. The UAE leads the pack in crypto adoption, and this translates into a whopping 3 million crypto enthusiasts in the country. So it's kind of easy to get to that when you know what the UAE is, and it's a pretty small population, so it's pretty tight, and they're pretty into crypto. So Vietnam surging ahead with 21.2% of its population in crypto. A remarkable 21 million crypto owners, showcasing its keen interest in the decentralized asset class. Nice. And then there we go. Here we are at home, United States. Despite being the world's largest economy, the U.S. isn't far behind with 15.6% of its population poking into cryptocurrencies. This equates to a massive 53 million in crypto investors across the nation. So only 53 million crypto investors equals 15% of the population. So we got a ways to go, but we're getting there, especially with these ETFs and everything rolling out and the big banks jumping in. Everyone has probably heard of crypto, and of course, maybe in a little bit negative light, but their financial advisors will be changing their minds, right? Iran emerges as a surprising contender to the number 4 spot with 13.5 of its population, approximately 12 million people actively participating in the digital currency market. And then we have the Philippines, which we've been able to watch. Jumped around there. Philippines closely behind with 13.4% of its population, accounting for 16 million people. If you look at the map that we have, I'm going to jump back over there just because we can. If you look at the map, here's the Philippines. Look at what's going on over there. They love the monsters already. I mean, compared to the United States down here in Florida, it's all greened up. Look at what's going on. You could see the Philippines has a lot of monsters and monster activity going on in there. So when you zoom out to the same distance as the United States, that's looking pretty dense as far as that's going. So pretty cool what's going on in the Philippines with cryptocurrency. So then we have Brazil coming in at number 6, showcases 12% of the population, approximately 26 million people seizing the opportunity. Nice. Number 7 is Saudi Arabia. I should have started at the bottom so we could have worked our way up. Anyway, Saudi Arabia is at 11.4% with 4 million people. Singapore, number 8, 665,000 individuals engaging there. The Ukraine, who knows where they got all their crypto from. I know that donations were being sent over in cryptocurrency, so that's amazing. But 10.6% of its population, totaling 4 million people, embracing cryptocurrency, reflecting the country's openness to emerging financial technologies. Venezuela is number 10, rounding off the list with 10.3% of its population, comprising of 3 million individuals navigating the crypto landscape amidst the economic challenges. So there you have it. That's the news for the night. Just doubling back to the map there. So if we could take a look, I don't see anything inside the app as of right now. So hopefully they'll update that and be able to get a little credit for the show tonight. That would be exciting. If I'm checking my live, I don't see an update just yet. We'll have to get those. Have to put the pressure on who's behind the app there and get some credit for coming to the show. Thank you, everybody. I don't know if you have any questions that I can help you with, but I'm happy to be here. And we got one more. I got one more. Memes dominating the crypto, meme coins dominating the crypto interest charts, taking 4 out of the top 10 spots. Let's take a look at this one real quick before we wrap it up. A little bit of a short show. The meme coin frenzy has been a buzz in the crypto community in this bull season. Pepe and Dog Whiff Hat, have surged into the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization within a year of the public launch. These meme coins have gained significant traction in the crypto leverage market, where traders either go short or go long on their prices. 4 out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies by open interest are meme coins, with Pepe leading the charge with 812 million and nearly half of Solana's 1.7 billion. Apart from Pepe and Dogecoin, Bonk and Dog with Hat also made the top 10. Bitcoin is leading the chart with 11 billion, followed by Ethereum at 9.15 billion. So here you go. There's the nice chart right there. Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, Pepe, Doge, Bonk. Then you got BNB, WIF, XRP, and Near. So there you have it with the top 10 coins being traded, and a few of them being the meme coins. So taking 4 out of the top 10 spots. So pretty cool, pretty good stuff. Laura's back, man. Good job. Thank you very much. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Will there be? I'll be here tomorrow. I'm here all week. These guys are out on assignment, and I will hopefully get some updates from them when they get to where they're going. And don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, like, share, subscribe. Post this everywhere you would with everything else. Please share it on all the socials that you're connected with. And thank you, Robin. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I'm going to leave it right there. I'll be back tomorrow night with crypto news, and hopefully I will demand some fireworks for tomorrow night. So I will guarantee fireworks tomorrow night. If not, I'm going to make my own. That would be exciting. Appreciate you too, my crypto adventures. Thank you very much. And so glad to have you too. Thank you, Ella, for showing up. I appreciate everybody that's been showing up for so long, coming to all these shows, making comments, sharing. And I know you like the show because you keep showing up. So you got to love it. But thank you very much, everybody, for coming out. I appreciate it. I'm going to just going to play out with might as well give one of these.
Ooh, hot.
Oh,
hot.
yeah,
Right.
that's hot. That is hot.
I do love that one. Yes, appreciate everyone that showed up tonight, and I'm going to play it out with one of my favorites. It is the Fiat Pour, because where is it? I just love the beat, and I love the message. So come on. Thanks for showing up, everybody. I appreciate it. And I will be back tomorrow night with more news and more action and some XP points, right? And maybe we'll take a look at the map and find out what's going on with the monsters. There you go. Here it is. We'll see you later.
What do you do with the Bitcoin besides it just gather value?
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. There's a name for them.